In English, right?
Hmm?
English, right?
Yeah, I think
English.
is much.
Oh, yeah, some culture, I guess,
Yeah.
in English.
Oh yeah, by the way, don't move this one, okay, carpet match, because it's moving the tripod.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you can
It's
keep
Christmas.
your leg, it's fine, just
Yeah.
don't move that this one.
Yeah, sure.
Is
So-
everyone comfortable?
Are we rolling now?
Yeah, it's already rolling.
Yeah, great. Then we can start.
Okay, let's start.
Yeah, welcome guys. Welcome to the Uncannyones podcast once again. We are here in the Christmas season. Me and my co-host, my good friend Achibat.
Yeah, welcome.
How are you, man?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you? It's been a long day.
Yeah, I heard that you just got your certificate for the taekwondo teaching thing.
Oh, yeah, I did.
How's it going?
Oh, it's very hectic, to be honest.
Yeah, I can see all of those kids, right?
Oh, yeah, handling the kids is
Mhm,
very hard.
mhm. Yeah, but proud of you, man.
Hmm?
But proud of you, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Coming over here. Today we have a wonderful guest. He is one of the most exciting entrepreneurs coming up in the Garo Hills. He's none other than Kenan, the rice beer owner.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kenan, man, thanks for coming to the podcast. How are you, man?
I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine. Thank
great.
you.
So how's been life actually after the rice beer thing? It just went off very fast. Must be very busy.
Yeah, as compared to before, I feel like my life is a little hectic now,
Mm-hmm.
but everything still feels the same.
Is it?
Yeah.
But you work hard, man.
I do.
Yeah, we can see that you work really hard. Yeah, but it's good. I mean, your product is a beautiful product. I mean, we are really proud of you whatever you're doing is going really great. So, yeah, Kenan, I think we went way back. I mean, we both, I don't know if you remember, but we do go way back
Yeah,
because
I do
we were
remember.
tuition mates.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyone who's listening, there's this wonderful lady who is to be the teacher in public school, I believe.
Yes,
Ambi Milin.
Ambi Milin,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and you used to be her favorite student.
No, that is
Ah,
not
come
true.
on, man.
You were her favorite student. I remember her
Yeah.
telling me that Desenki is much better than you.
Uh-huh. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, she said
I
that.
will go there. So that's what she told you.
Yeah.
And then a few days ago, Disha, she told me that you told her that I was her favorite student, but what she told me was Kenan was the best. So,
Thank you.
so I think she was playing two-way games.
Yeah.
That was something else. Yeah, going back, we were tuition mates, and now look here, you're the owner of the rice beer. Yeah, how did it come together? I mean, all of this product, this company.
Well, we started around actually 2020 during the COVID lockdown, right?
Mhm.
I was really bored, and my mother made me quarantine for almost 3 months alone in the house. So I didn't have anything else to do.
Uh-huh.
So I started plucking fruits from the garden, and I started making wine. And then after my quarantine period was over, I met some of my friends and made them taste it. And basically, they told me to try making the traditional rice beer,
Mhm.
right? But I didn't know how to make it. So
Okay.
I started searching for it in YouTube and other social media platforms. And I tried to make it by myself.
Okay,
But-
so first you were just making traditional wine, not the rice beer.
Yeah.
Okay, and then later your friends told you to try rice beer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
But I failed in making that.
Yeah,
I
okay.
failed so many times.
Yeah.
So we decided to travel to a rural village
Mhm.
where they know how to make it, right? And I think it was Babadam where we
Mhm,
learned
mhm.
how to make it. They were teaching us how to make it over a span of a few months.
Spent a few months, so you guys stayed there, learned everything, or
No,
was it like
no.
going back and forth?
Yeah, going back
Okay.
and forth. We used to see how they make it, and then I tried making it on my own, but still I failed. So, and there's like a thin line between science and superstition,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
So you have to figure out which one is actually superstition and which one is real.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's great actually. I mean, but that was during the lockdown, right, 2020.
Yeah,
Which month was it again, if you can remember, when you were going back and forth?
I don't exactly remember the months.
But then, was it like the prime lockdown, or?
Yeah, no, it was after when they relaxed it a little bit,
Uh-huh.
the lockdown, right? That's
Yeah,
when
yeah.
we started traveling.
But then must be very hectic, yeah, going back and forth, all of those. I mean, although it was relaxed, we still had restrictions.
Yes.
I remember we were shooting a movie in Williamnagar around that time, and it was quite hectic, man. Had to be careful, this and that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the mask and the
Yep.
distance. Yeah.
So yeah, how long did it take you to master the craft of rice beer making?
It took me almost a year actually, and for the can, we started doing the designs
Mhm.
and everything, but the shelf life was the issue.
Yeah.
So we took more years. I think we took one more year for that, and then we launched in 2022 after we figured out the shelf life. But even after that, we still had problems. So it's just figuring things out as you go.
And is this your own design or someone helped you with that?
Yeah, our designer, Makam G Moment, he did his NID
Mhm.
from, I think, Jorhat or Jorabat. I think it's Jorhat.
Okay.
So he designed it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice design. It's very minimal, straight to the point. Yep, quite appealing to the audience.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It took a lot of arguments.
Did
Yeah,
it?
Yeah, it did.
So there were
We-
many people like ideas clashing for the designs.
No, just between me and the designer.
So what do you like
basically-
about this design? Come on, man. It's a great design.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I mean the design itself. Like I think there are lots of tribal elements to it.
Okay,
Right?
yeah.
Indeed.
So
Okay, you wanted to incorporate the tribal elements.
yes,
Yeah.
like different tribes from the northeast, and we had to keep it minimalistic,
Mhm.
right? At the same time, so it was not easy to actually find common design items and all
Yeah, yeah.
to fit in the same design while keeping
Yeah.
it minimalistic.
Mhm. And the production and the investments, how did it all start? I mean, were you alone venturing for the investors, the funds?
Actually, I was working as data entry operator, right, in civil.
Uh-huh.
So I used to get 12K per month,
Mm-hmm.
and since I live with my mother, and I don't have to make any expenses.
Yeah.
So
You saved up quite a lot for yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I just started very small, just the
Uh-huh.
machines, and my mother paid for the cans.
All this in the house?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
So we just bootstrapped it and started it.
Mm-hmm.
We ordered a very small amount of cans
Mhm.
in the beginning just to test the market, and we weren't even ready. But the 3D rendered image, right? I just posted it on Instagram, and I think overnight people started sharing it. So, and that's how we had to start in a week, and even after
The
we
demands,
started,
yeah.
the cans were leaking. So
Okay.
I had to struggle because the machine didn't come adjusted, right?
Mhm.
So I had to become an engineer and try to fix the leaking machines.
Yeah, that's quite a struggle, man. Yeah, I mean, I remember when it first launched, I couldn't get my hands on it first time, but then I see people, it was all over the internet,
Yeah.
rice beer, and I tasted for the first time, I think it was last year, and yeah, the taste, it's actually something different. I mean, you still get the sweetness and that traditional bachi
Yeah,
with the slight kick of, I mean, with the punchiness.
yeah, the smoky flavor.
Yeah, correct.
So like when you for the brewing process, like do you make it in a traditional way or like is it something like different?
So the primary there are two. Basically, we divide it into two. The first one is in using the traditional methods,
Mhm.
and then after that we further process it, right? The carbonation and then canning it. All those two different. That is more modern, I would say. And then the brewing technique, we try to keep it as traditional as possible, so that because our mission is to actually preserve the authentic taste and the brewing techniques of several tribes from the northeast. So we want to keep it as authentic as possible.
Oh.
Yeah, and I want to ask you, we have, I mean, there are lots of products you can start with, but when was the moment when you decided, yeah, this is the product, I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna make it a success?
I decided since when I learned
How to make the rice
yeah,
beer?
how to
Okay.
make the rice beer, I also learned that a lot of people did not know how to make the rice
Mhm.
beer. I guess
Mhm.
both of you don't
Of
know how
course.
to make yeah, exactly.
Mm.
So I feel like a lot of people are just out of touch with their roots,
Uh-huh,
right?
yeah.
And even if we learn from history, you
Yeah.
learn that you actually, even whatever skills that you already have, if you don't preserve it and value
Indeed.
it, you lose your skills. So I
Indeed.
wanted to preserve
Indeed.
that.
Yeah, and like rice beer is like important culture of
Yeah, our
ours also,
tribe.
our
Yeah,
tribe.
correct.
Like
Uh,
like I also went for researching now like, for my dissertation in the what was the place name?
Babadam.
Bavadam, no?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I met the head there.
The master
the
brewer, you
Nokma,
mean?
yeah. No, like for me, I went for research,
Mhm.
but like I noticed that like how they greet their guests, they greet with
Ah,
rice beer.
yes.
Mhm. So
You have to chug the rice beer.
yeah, so like for them, it's like just like how we serve
Tea,
guests tea.
yeah.
Now, so for them, they serve rice beer
Yes.
for the guests like that.
They also serve tea in Babadam,
Mhm.
but it's after they serve rice beer.
Yeah.
And yeah, and one of the interviews you gave, you said that you are not trying to be alcohol beverage company, but something of a traditional base,
Yes.
preserving thing.
Yeah, so basically, we want to be more of a lifestyle, more of a heritage company
Mhm.
as much as possible, and try to stay away from the label of alcohol beverage. I mean, obviously we are, but we don't want to be labeled, or we don't want to think like an alcohol bev company is what I'm trying to say.
Uh-huh, yep. And how do you strike a balance between that? Because an average guy seeing this is gonna think that it's gonna be an alcohol beverage company. So
Yeah.
any plans you have to strike the balance between that?
Yes. Our whole production process also involves the community.
Mhm.
We support local communities from Babadam and Marakre and even Gondengre recently, so that even they have mutual financial prosperity as well. And slowly we plan to support local artists and local people who make those movies and stuff, right?
Mhm, mhm.
The animation
Yeah.
about local folklore. What was the thing? Chigichos.
Yeah, Chikicho Katanisa. you
Ah,
mean?
that,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like those kind of.
Another whole story
Yeah.
of that guy.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's quite weird, but we had him for the podcast last year. It
Yeah,
was a disaster, man. Oh my gosh.
He was actually the first person to be podcast,
man.
but unfortunately,
Yeah, please, man. Chikicho, if you're watching this, please forgive us.
Yeah.
We have to confess now. So we recorded a 30-minute, I think it was almost a 1 hour session.
yeah,
And you know
I
what's
feel
worse?
bad to be honest.
And you know what's worse? I forgot to press the record button. Yeah, man, but great guy, Chikicho. Yeah, he's quite talented as well.
Yeah.
So much into folklore. Yeah, but it's gonna be a great collaboration.
Yeah,
So-
no, I feel like because I feel like our missions align, right? Because
yeah,
he's
correct.
also trying to preserve the local folk tales, folklores, and we're trying to preserve our heritage. And I think it's like a convergence.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, you have quite the experience. I mean, you've attended lots of seminars.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you just share a few experience? How was it? I mean, was it intimidating when you first went there?
It was very intimidating. Actually, my first time on camera, I couldn't even speak.
Okay.
So I think in the video they just put like a small snippet, like 5 seconds of like a 5 minutes video. But I think slowly you learn,
Yeah, how to
Yeah.
get used to that.
yeah, and gain confidence, I guess. But I think the most important seminars that I've attended is from Prime
Mhm,
Hub.
Meghalaya.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so they do a lot of seminars and a lot of teaching sessions,
Mhm.
and I learned a lot from them.
Do you do it all over the Northeast? I mean, only in Shillong or in Tura as well?
The Prime.
Yeah, the
So
seminars.
They do it both in Tura and Shillong, but
Okay.
most of the sessions are held in Shillong.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I see you traveling there almost every time.
Yeah, I think twice, once every 2 months or 3 months.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of the product, is it just available in Meghalaya, or have you had distributors in other states as well right now?
So right now it's only available in Meghalaya,
Okay.
and even in Meghalaya it's only available in Tura and Shillong.
Okay.
So we aren't able to ramp up our production
Mhm.
as much. And yeah, but we are trying to hit Assam next financial
Mhm.
year. So hopefully we'll be able to do that.
Okay, that's the strategy first. Then first Meghalaya and then Assam.
Yeah.
But then speaking of Meghalaya, I think you have a great fan base already over here on the
Yeah.
product. Each festival I can see rice beer, and then it's gonna get sold out.
Yeah. This year, however, we didn't sell out because we prepared a lot of cans.
Uh-huh.
So we didn't want it to be sold out, right? Because it's like we want it to continue. Even if we have extra,
Mhm.
it's still better than selling out.
And speaking of the product again, does it age like wine, or I mean, with time it gets bad?
It actually ages like wine.
Okay.
But the can's shelf life is
Oh, even the
not.
can- yeah, yeah.
So in a bottle it would age perfectly as a wine, but in a can it's not
Mhm.
for aging.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite cool, yeah, to have a product like this coming from our own, our own, not even state, our own town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Apart from this, yeah, you went to Nagaland recently, I guess,
Yeah.
and quite ironic. I saw one of your stories, and then you met Wati. Do you remember Wati?
I'm not sure because I met
I
a lot
mean-
of people.
Okay, was it a random encounter? Don't tell me, yeah.
Wati. No, I think he's my friend because my friend Alo's friend, I think.
Oh yeah, Alo, Alo Almi.
Yeah.
Oh my
yes.
gosh, man. Yeah, those were my seniors back in DPS.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm sure I met them, but I don't remember because it was very hectic. We were going from one place to another
Yeah,
place.
yeah. Was it like a business travel or?
Not just to see how Nagaland it is.
Oh, okay,
I mean,
research.
if it's viable, yeah, like a research.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. And all of this traveling, do you fund it yourself, or someone helps you out?
No, it's from the business,
Okay.
just as a market research. I feel like Nagaland has a lot of potential.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. I mean, it's very competitive in Nagaland. By the way, my friend was he was telling me about how competitive it is in Nagaland, right? Like, I don't think it's as competitive as this.
That's fine.
Yeah. Sorry. Put it on mute.
Apart from that, so the rice beer, is this? I mean, are you the only one who's making this right now? In the country?
In the aluminum can, yes. So we
Okay.
are the first. We are the first to do this.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that you were the first to do this when you started doing it, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Smart.
knew that. Yeah. That's why our whole tagline is the first ever handcrafted carbonated rice beer in India.
Mm-hmm. And even the tourists, yeah, I see many reels, they're trying it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the product is it's doing great.
Mhm.
Yeah, really happy for you.
Thank you.
And apart from the product, yeah, what about, your life? I mean, how do you keep up with such hectic schedule? Do you have any secrets, or?
I don't have secrets. Actually, I'm very. I really want to know the chief minister how he manages his schedule.
Okay.
Because, I mean, he has a happy wife, and then not
Yeah.
I mean, and then he meets almost everyone who comes to his office.
He's a busy
Obviously,
man.
we have to like
Mhm.
talk to him very fast, but then he tries to meet everyone, and I get a lot of calls, right?
Mhm.
And I try to manage everything, but it frustrates me.
Yeah, it does.
So
When you get-
I wonder how he keeps everything cool and calm.
Yeah, that's one question. If he's watching, please.
Yeah, maybe he'll answer it. Maybe he'll give us
Uh-huh.
a teaching session.
Yeah, but then even your schedule is no less. I mean, you're always traveling here and there, meeting people.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't it get? I mean, don't you? I mean, burn out from all of these things?
I do sometimes, especially during the winter months,
Mhm.
November and December. That's why my eye bags are still swollen. I mean, I think for the past 2 months I was getting 3 to 4 hours sleep, and recently when I went to Mizoram, I we went thrifting, right?
Mhm.
So there it was very crowded, and then I started feeling really dizzy, and I weak, and I thought it was because I was hungry or because it was too crowded, right? But turns out it was because of exhaustion.
Yeah, yeah. And this month, November to December, I think it's gonna be a very hectic month for you in terms of production, sales, and everything.
Yeah. I have a few people who work with us, and they are very valuable to us.
Okay.
And so it's only because of them that I can manage everything.
Mhm.
The production team, and Oli and Afido, all of them, they've been helping me a lot.
Uh, Alfredo, yeah. Alfredo's a good friend of yours. Yeah, I heard that he's with you almost every day, helping out.
Yes, yes. So he works for the startup,
Okay.
and is almost yeah, he works almost every day, and obviously we don't get paid so much, right?
Mhm.
Look at me, I'm saying we don't yeah, but yeah, we don't. It's like our startup is not a profit-based company, so we don't actually try to mint money.
Mhm.
We actually try to pay us very less, and a majority of our costs, it goes to supporting local brewers because we buy it at MRP rate from them.
Mhm. Uh, but have you broke even from your investments?
Yes, we did that
Okay.
in
Yeah, I mean,
2020
yeah, that's
itself.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah, that's good to
2022,
hear.
sorry. Yeah.
And then apart from that, do you have any investors who invest here, or you're looking for?
Not yet.
Not
We're
yet.
still looking for investors. But I mean, it's not easy to look for investors, especially in the Northeast.
Yeah,
I
correct.
mean, last time I went to Delhi to meet a few investors,
Mhm.
and I think last financial year our revenue was 30 lakhs. So they said, why is it so less?
That's a slap in the face.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I mean,
yeah.
I felt really proud saying 30 lakhs, right? But
Yeah,
for
but-
them, I mean, in terms of Delhi and in terms of the population size
Uh-huh,
and everything,
uh-huh.
it's like less.
So, so what's the plan forward? I mean, to expand, I mean, create more different flavors.
Yeah, so we are working on that.
Okay.
So, because we've been getting a lot of complaints from our male customers that it's very sweet for them, right?
Okay. So they want something more,
More
that hits.
bitter,
Yeah.
stronger, bitter. So we'll be doing that from next financial year.
Hmm. And how's the sales this year? Was it great? I mean,
It's-
you guys had what was that festival again?
Meghalaya.
Meghalaya Festival. Yep.
Yeah, I think we sold out. We sold 4,300 cans in
Mhm.
2 days, and uh, so far it's going good.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if we'll be able to meet our targets because we've had a lot of roadblocks actually. Like this year was a very difficult year for us.
In terms of production.
Yes, in terms of the shelf life thing, like new problems keep coming up.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Kept coming up, and
Where do you store these things right now?
oh, what do you mean?
I mean, you produce it and then
Yeah.
you put it somewhere before you take it to the sellers. So,
Yeah, so right now we don't have that problem. We just whatever we make, we keep
selling it. Okay, yeah, that's great. So, how would you rate it? I mean, I mean, you're the owner.
10 out of 10,
Okay.
obviously. No doubt, yeah. I mean, in the local
So this is the
market,
best raspberry we had.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the local market, even in the entire Northeast, this is one of the best.
So like out of like 10 people, let's say like there's 10 consumers, like so okay, like what was your first experience when you started giving out, and or like what was the people's responses, the consumers responses, like the feedback you got in the beginning, and like right now also, like present time also, like what are the responses or feedback right now, like is it different or like
Um, I'm gonna give an example.
mhm.
I think when we first started, I think in the first 2 weeks,
Mhm.
a mother of two, she tried our product. She didn't say it directly to me. She told it to my friend. So she said the can was leaking. There was only half, but she tried it, and she loved it so much. She's like, I love it so much. Like she didn't complain about, like she was not unhappy about that it was leaking, but she was happy that it tastes really good. So yeah, but now we don't have that problem anymore. But just that the more since more demographics are trying this, there have been a few complaints that it's too sweet for a few people.
And do you see a potential competition coming up, or
Not really.
so you're
I won't talk about my competitors
Yep,
for
okay.
them as publicity. But no, not really. I don't see like local people who are doing the same thing
Mhm.
as
Ah.
competitors right now, because
yeah, we're all just trying to grow
Unless-
together. Yeah.
yeah, unless they're like really profit minded and they're like trying to destroy everyone. Yeah.
And what about those people who helped you? I mean, who trained you? Have they tried your rice beer?
Yes.
And what did they say?
Yeah, they loved it. They're like, they keep telling me to bring the can back, right? I'm like, it's literally it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I mean, I think you had one heck of an experience. I mean, from how you started and how it's going right now. Yeah, yeah. So, what will you say to yourself, the Kenan who started the rice beer, and yeah, what's the? I mean, what will you say to him if you could say one thing?
I
I mean, any advice for him?
I haven't thought about that. An
But that-
advice would be,
Because before you say something, yeah, entrepreneurship is always a risk, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I mean that Kenan, who hasn't had that experience, might have thoughts and all, but now you're the experienced one, the
Yeah.
version.
I wouldn't say that I'm so experienced, but an advice that I would give myself, I would be, do not listen to all the negative comments, because, yeah, I mean, when I started, there was so much negative comments, and people literally came up to me and said, "You're gonna fail."
Oh my gosh! Yep,
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah.
It's a cruel world.
And
People are like
not
that.
just that, I mean,
What the hell are you doing with your career? Go get a job.
yeah.
Bad people, bad people.
Yeah, not just that actually. Like even a few government officials, as in,
You gotta be joking. Come
yeah,
on.
no, people who are supposed to support us, not from Prime obviously,
Yeah. Okay.
but people who are supposed to support us, right?
Uh-huh.
He came up to me and it's like, oh, you can't do this, you're gonna
Come
fail.
on.
Yeah, like in front of everyone, he literally said that, right? And obviously, I didn't say anything back then.
Yeah, of course.
But it obviously affected me.
Mentally, yep.
Yeah, but then I didn't show it to anyone, and I kept on going.
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah,
will
you had a
keep on
great
going.
resilience. I mean, to take that feedback and just kept on going. Yeah,
Yeah.
proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, now you can just look into the camera and say, "Oh, look at me now." Yeah, great. Yeah, I just wanna ask you. I mean, this thing. Yeah, how did you feel when we contacted you for the podcast? Were you like,
I was nervous,
and how's it now?
but since Disha is there,
Oh.
I feel at ease.
Yeah, thanks to Disha. I mean, for getting us Kenan, it was.
The cameraman.
Yep. So yeah, I hope you're comfortable. You're enjoying the conversation.
Yeah.
Yep. Is it your first podcast or?
Yes, this is, I think, my first podcast.
So this is your best podcast. I mean, this is the best podcast you had because it's the only podcast you had.
So far, yeah, so far.
Going back, yeah, going back, seeing you as a kid. I mean, I used to see you as a kid. You weren't the type of kid who was very much outgoing, right?
Yes.
Back in the day.
Yes.
But then right now, you have to meet lots of people.
Yeah. So that is, yeah, I'm going out of my comfort zone.
Okay, sorry.
No, I mean like,
Okay.
yeah, the answer to the question is
Yeah.
that I'm going out of my comfort zone. I still don't like going out,
Okay.
but I have to go out
Yeah,
and meet
yeah.
people, so I do.
I mean, looking at you, it doesn't. I mean, I don't see that kid anymore who doesn't like going out. It's like you're everywhere, meeting people, and you just gel with people.
Yeah, I'm an ambivert, right?
Right,
So
okay.
I can go out. I just don't want to go out. I can socialize. I just don't want to go out.
So sometimes, do you ever feel like saying that, "Oh man, I don't want to go out. I just want to lay on my bed and just bed rot for the rest of the day."
All the time. All the
yeah.
time.
Being an ambivert, yep. Yeah, you have the social skills, but you don't want to go out.
Yeah.
I can understand that feeling.
You're an introvert, man. Come on.
No.
Yeah, I'll just tell you a few things about Achibat. So me and Achibat go way back in Sherwood. But then if you see him right now, he wasn't this guy before. Right now, he has the black belt in Taekwondo. He can dance. He does cosplay. But back in Sherwood, I'll tell you what happened. So we have this field, football field. And we as normal kids, we used to play football. And then once I looked to my left and I saw Achibat. He was way in the corner. And I wonder what the hell was this guy doing? He was talking to himself with his imaginary friend.
I can
Chasing
explain.
butterflies.
I can explain. Like
What the hell?
I was very socially.
Yeah, I get it, man.
But what to say? Social. I had social anxieties.
Yeah, but then
I understood. Yeah, like I can understand what you're trying to say now, because like it also took me and another introvert to make me realize that to like even there was this one
guy.
introverted.
Okay.
Okay, like I mean he was in class 11. So like he used to be in the classroom and then just be there himself.
Just like that.
Yeah, like so I used to call him like, why don't you come with us, like hang out with us, and like he always refuses. Like every day I used to call him out, but like he never like comes to us. And then like how come like this guy, what is wrong with this guy? And then like it just hits me, okay, like
Because you were the same.
yeah, no, yeah, it just hits me like I used to do that too.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
one thing. You going to Christ, you living Sherwood, it changed you a lot for the good.
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of.
but I think we did spoil you a bit. I mean, me and Akili.
So,
Yeah.
spoil as in?
Spoil in the sense, I mean, to be honest, you're the nicest guy I ever met. Yeah, nicest guy.
Now he's a bad boy.
Yeah, actually,
you could say
he's the
that.
guy who introduced me to drinking.
Wait.
Yeah, for real, man.
I hope it was this.
Hmm?
I hope it was this.
Huh?
Which one? This one?
My product, I mean.
Yeah. Was it rice beer?
Rice beer or was it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't, man. It wasn't Gary's. I remember last year. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, yeah, going back the day, yeah, you were that kid, but now I mean, you might be still the same, but then.
I'm still the same inside.
Also, how's your handwriting now? I mean, back in the day, Abi Bilin used to yell at you for handwriting, but
Yeah. Yeah, my handwriting.
It's just
It's
still
still
the
bad.
same?
It's still bad, but I think it's better than.
Oh my
yeah, because
gosh.
she yelled at me so much. She actually made me write cursive.
Yeah, exactly. But I remember.
Yeah, it's still bad, but I
Do you
think
remember
it's
that thing
improved.
where she used to tell us to put the tail at the end of each word?
Yeah. That tail is still there in every
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, good times, man. Good times. My
But
gosh.
I got rejected from Sherwood because.
Really?
Yeah.
You tried for Sherwood?
Yeah.
Oh
As
my
in, I was in class KG or class 1. I got rejected because of my bad handwriting
Oh no.
and my bad drawings. So.
Yeah, but as a kid, man, you weren't. I mean, I can't say much.
Yeah, I was very quiet.
So you were in public school, right?
No, I studied in Don Bosco School, then till class 6, and
Okay.
then I studied in Montfort School, Guwahati.
Okay. Oh yeah, you left town soon
Yeah.
after. Yeah. I didn't see you
Yeah.
anymore in tuitions anymore. Man,
Yeah.
I missed you, man.
Don't laugh.
I was all alone. And then Remember those tests she used to held? I mean, every weekend. Oh my gosh. Before you were there, I mean, she could at least throw her anger on you, but
Yeah, but actually, I feel when I went to Montfort, right, I
Yeah.
feel like all the things that she taught me, right,
Yeah,
she used
yeah.
to tell me to, like, she used to make notes
Mhm.
and all the things that she taught us, right, I
Mhm.
feel like that helped me a lot in Montfort because we didn't have tuition, we didn't have any help.
so it was all on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Montfort Guwahati, oh yeah, you went there quite young, to be honest.
Yeah, I learned a lot actually because we had to stay with differently able people as well.
Yeah, that's how we learn. I mean, yeah, that's how you grow, I guess. You just have to fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the camera's about to die. Then
You should have. It's still recording. Wrap up 40 minutes more.
okay, it's fine then. I mean, yeah. Are we still rolling?
Yes.
Yeah,
we
that's
are.
good then. We don't have any problem. But were you in Bangalore as well?
Yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
did my degree there.
Okay, Bangalore. Yep. Do you like Bangalore?
I love Bangalore.
Oh my, come on, why?
Bangalore's my. I feel like Bangalore is my home.
Oh my gosh.
Not really.
No.
I love Bangalore. I love the people. I love everything.
Yeah, it's a nice place, but I don't want to go back, man.
Why? I want to go back.
See?
I want to go back.
Have you been to Bangalore after your degree, or you've been?
I did. I've been
Okay.
there quite a few times after my degree.
Mm-hmm. So you stayed there for like 3-4 years.
3 years
Mm-hmm.
to be exact.
Was it? I mean, did you had online classes for degrees or
No.
Oh
I finished my degree exactly on
before COVID?
when COVID hit.
Lucky you. I mean, you got to live your college life.
Yeah.
Unlike us.
No, in our college we had class from 8 till 5.
8 till 5.
Yeah.
We didn't. I mean, you guys might have breaks in between.
No,
Oh,
we
come
had,
on, man,
we
don't
had,
tell
we
me.
had, no, we had breaks, as in we had 5 minutes in between classes, and
Okay.
then even during lunch breaks they would take tests and
In
extra
college?
classes. Yes,
Is this college?
as in the mid
Okay,
term
okay.
thing, right? Yeah, so
I thought it was like that weekly test you have in those boarding schools, man. Oh my
No, no.
gosh.
yeah. But I think I learned to manage time from college.
College.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying that each phase of your life you learned something valuable,
Yeah.
which really helped you. Yeah, yeah, that's nice. So yeah, lastly, how would you say is a life of an entrepreneur in Tura?
Hectic,
Hectic.
frustrating, but it's worth it.
And how many employees do you have under you right now? I mean, working with you.
Under me, I have to count. Wait.
More than 10?
Around 10,
Okay.
I would say.
And how are you as a boss? Are you a strict boss?
I am both.
Okay.
I am fun when I need to be, but
Okay.
I am also strict.
10 employees. I mean, yeah, you're quite young to be managing that much. But then, yeah, nice to have. I mean, nice to hear that you're managing that much amount of people. I mean, it's really hard to manage one people itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I feel like sometimes it's a little frustrating because a lot of people underestimate you because of your age.
Oh yeah, correct.
Like, they don't think you can do that. Even in
Mhm.
college, also the same thing. Like, always being underestimated, right? So, just have to prove it to everyone.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's one thing, man. You always have to prove. I mean, you have to be something before putting yourself out there, man. Otherwise, yeah, people don't tend to respect you much at all.
Yeah.
And do you have any events coming up, or this is the wrap for the year?
Yeah, for this year it's a wrap.
Wrap, yeah. So they can relax, or
No, no.
the
We still have
hustle.
Christmas, New Year. All those are like we don't have separate events,
Okay.
but we still get lots of sales.
Then
during
when's your
Christmas
vacation,
and New
man? Where's the vacation?
Year. Hopefully in January next year.
So, I mean, have you ever had a vacation ever since you started the rice beer, or it's been the constant hustle ever since?
Yeah, it's a constant hustle. I mean, I don't get vacations, but whenever I travel or go out to work,
Okay.
like maybe 1 hour or something, I just try to have fun
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, I mean that's necessary. I guess you need to strike the work-life balance.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna be very dull.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, Kenan, yeah, thanks for coming. Yeah, really nice conversation. Thanks for sharing your experiences. Yeah, we'll see you again.
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank you.
having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Should I stand up and leave or?
No, no, fine.